Hello, everybody. This is Becky again today, and I just saw that Mary is not going to be on tonight, so I thought I would pop on and just kind of show you where I've taken my page. I pulled out my big tub of Crayola colored pencils, and I've added a bunch of different shading on the leaf. Everything's gotten shading, and I'll just do a close-up of that so you can see how I've just built up some color on top of it. And I've added a little bit of Posca dots in the center of the flower. And I was going to take and maybe add a little bit of other Posca to it in different areas. Like, I don't know, let's just outline the leaves with a little bit of the white Posca. And you can make, you do your flowers any way that you want to. Hi, Marty. And develop them up the way you want your page to be. We all have different ways of doing things, but I just thought I'd come on and play a little bit more today. And yeah, might even do the flowers. Why not? Do the petals on the flowers. Just a little kind of sketchy line, not a solid line, a broken line. Even kind of wiggly. Because I like the way that looks. When you have a little bit of a wiggly line. There we go. And maybe we'll, I don't know. I think part of that stem is on another page. So that's why it looks kind of funny to me. No, Tippy, stay. Tippy says, I hate being told no. So, Marty, what are you up to tonight besides watching me? Did you have a good dinner? Yep, my flowers are coming to life off the page here. I've got this big long stem that kind of comes up through here and goes to this plant here. And I've got a stem of it comes up and forms a leaf trunk here. And then these are some kind of odd little ball flower. Let me bring this stem out here. Don't ask me why, but I was watching the story about John Wayne Gacy just now. And I remember being a child and hearing about that on the news and how scary that was to me. Oh, you know what? I haven't even started my Christmas card, and I usually have it all sketched out by now and started working on it. So I guess I need to get busy. Scott and I ended up going to the barbecue place that a friend of his from ROTC days in high school runs, and we got barbecue. Scott got a plate. I just got a sandwich and a little bit of coleslaw. I wasn't up for a big plate. And then we went to Krispy Kreme. And we got some pumpkin spice donuts because I told Scott, I said, it's not going to be long and they're not going to have them again until, next fall, because that's one of their flavors they only do in the autumn. So Scott said, well, you want some? And so he treated me to some donuts, even though I'm not supposed to be eating those. And everybody says, oh, you have to give yourself, some treats every now and then. And the problem with that thought is there's always a reason to have a little treat now and then. And I've got to get my sugar under control. She's about insisting I go on this medication that we can't afford. And I don't really want to end up on dialysis. So I'm going to behave myself, and I might go for an extra walk tomorrow. Don't ask me what this flower is called because I made it up in my brain. Hi, Janet. How are you tonight? Did you have a good dinner? And I think that's about all we've done. Scott's in the other room watching his videos, and I saw Mary wasn't going to be on, so I said, well, I could go on and finish up my flower garden and see who's available to chit chat. I saw that Keisha is on doing a sale. And I got the hat in the mail that JL bought. And what else did I do today? I got my hair cut a little bit. I told her basically I just wanted to trim off the frizzy ends. It's been a long time since I got a haircut. So there wasn't a lot cut off, but the frizzy ends are gone and it looks healthier. So I treated it to being washed tonight and put some conditioner on it. So my hair is happy. I don't think the lady in the book I'm following did any outlining. She just kind of left her page, but I kind of like the way the outlining works on it. And they gave Scott a huge old plate of barbecue, so he had enough to bring home, and I couldn't eat. The coleslaw was like this big around, but it was like an inch deep pot, and I just couldn't eat all of it. So I said, anything we take home and we put in the fridge, when Greg comes in at 11, he'll go, ooh, barbecue. Because he's always hungry and starving when he gets off. That's what's bad about working that second shift is you eat and then you go straight to sleep and it goes straight to your waist or your hips in women, but guys get it all settling on their waist. Uh-oh, messed that one up royally. Well, we'll just make it look like there's another petal maybe hiding back there. That's what you do. You just fake it out. It's all good. Maybe there's another flower back there, but not being visible. And then I got those small leaves I added in here that go on a different branch of sorts. And then I've got the big leaves here. It's a happy accident. Yeah, isn't that what Bob Ross always used to say? Happy accidents. Carolyn Doobie has a different name for it. I can't remember what it was. And I haven't seen a video from her in quite a while, so I'm wondering if I've been unsubbed from her channel. I guess I need to go check into that. Because I like her channel. I'm thinking I need to maybe do a little squiggly line here and there around the center. Just a little squiggly line like that. Just to break that up a little bit. On this one, I can still see the things I'd originally put down in the background, and I kind of like that too. I went ahead and picked up Scott's mom. I got her a wall calendar. She's been wanting one. And it's hard for her to get around. So she says, I'll get one tomorrow. I'll get one tomorrow. So I just picked her up one. And hopefully she can use it. Is that everything? Did I get everything marked? And now I'm almost feeling like I'd like to put a broken black border around the page, and then I'll sign it and date it. So let me see what I've got. I found these. I cleaned up one of my carts, and I found these Poscas, and I didn't know I had them. I didn't remember getting them. Hi, Kathy Whitney. And I'm sorry the autofocus is on, but since I did the switch up to the latest version of Linux, I'm having trouble when I turn the autofocus off. It blurs everything. So I'll work on that, and maybe we can get that, fixed. And I notice there's an orange in here. Let's see if I can get this pen started over here. Hi, Shannon. I hung out with Shannon for a little while today. And Kathy Whitney, Barbara Owens showed your card today. Very pretty. And I've got the card you sent me too. So I was thinking maybe put a little bit of this like this. Since these are made up, a made up flower or berry, you can have some other little jibber jobber on it, right? Since it's a made up flower. And what's really nice is these are a fine tip. I like that better than the real chunky ones because you can do little things like this. Scott stopped at the thrift store down near where he works, and he said, oh, they had yarn. And he took a picture of it, and it was that yarn that's like a strand of thread and then a great big pom-pom. And I said, nah, just leave that. Somebody else can have that. Oh, I forgot to do the wiggle woggle around the center of that one. That's a new term, wiggle woggle. Y'all didn't know that. So yes, and I have a playlist now for all of these that I'm kind of doing in the creative Wonderlust style. And I'm kind of mixing in some other techniques I've learned from other people. So yeah. I think that's all I want to do that orange with. Now I can't remember who sent me these Poscas before. I think it was Journey, but I could be wrong. But I got this great big fat one, and it works for some fun things too. Oh, the live earlier today was, I was so frustrated. There's 3 different videos. The first 2 are short, and the last one just wraps up what I did to start this page. Oh, Janet will tell you, it was a fiasco. I'm going to just do a dot border like this with this nice chonky Posca pen. This little piece of magazine paper is coming loose here and there. If it comes loose much more, I'll pull out a glue stick or something and glue it back down. But I thought, oh, a border on here would be nice. So I have been gently reminded, just because Marty said she was working on our Christmas cards, that I need to get to working on my Christmas card. And I don't know if I'll do a gnome family again, or if I'll do just some handmade cards and use a paper pad to get a paper pad used up and out of here. I am trying very hard to use the supplies I have on hand and not buy anything new because let's face it, we all have more than we really need. But it's so hard to pass up a bargain, isn't it? So how's that for a little border? What do you think? And I think I've got a smaller pasta here. I thought I saw Journey in a live not too long ago. If you have her address, maybe you could pop her a card and just let her know. Sometimes we just need to reach out to the universe with a piece of mail to let people know you're thinking about them. Shannon says she was in her live on Wednesday. I knew I'd seen her around. Now, has anybody heard from Ann this afternoon? I think Ann was in my live earlier. Somebody, I think it was Allie Kay, said she was wondering how Ann was. I guess she saw the news where the storm without a name was coming through, but Ann was live with me on Thursday in our chat. We don't have rooms anymore, but we can do a group chat, so it still works. It's just not called a room anymore. So I'm really loving how this has turned out, and I'm going to sign it. Where can I sign it? I need somewhere to dry quickly. Maybe right in here I can sign it. Right here. Is this writing? Let's see. And I need to date it. I'll date it over here. And today is the 17th. 11, 17, 23. So ta-da! There's our third page. I really like how it turned out. Barbara, what's chicken pot pie? Barbara, is that who you're looking for? I haven't seen her in a while either. Oh, I was going to show the dishcloth, and I've already put it in my kitchen drawer, so I can't show that to you. But I did a Tunisian crochet, and Tunisian crochet, you use these hooks like this. They're longer, and they have a stop on the end. I have a series of videos on doing Tunisian crochet, and I have playlists too. If anybody's interested in learning that, we did a whole section on that. And we need to learn some new stitches. So maybe that's something we'll do in the new year is we'll pick back up because I want to have enough squares to make a sweater. So yeah, I want to do that. I cleaned up one of my carts today and it looks so pretty and the other cart looks so sad. So tomorrow that's on my list of things to do. So who else do we need to reach out and just speak their name so they'll show up? Shannon is almost to her 3,000 watch hours. Is that correct? And I think she said she's only 40 away. So if you have a moment, if you can go watch a couple of Shannon Art Junkie's videos to push her on up over 3,000, that would be a great help to her. Joni's Not So Fast Life. Yes. Hello, Michelle. I met you in Shannon's live earlier. You're welcome, dear friend. You're welcome. I have a mess behind me. I really need to clean this up. Thank you, Janet. The Tunisian crochet is so different because you work the stitches onto the hook, then you work the stitches back off, and you have to pay attention to where you insert your hook to draw up your stitch for the next row. It's interesting. Hi, Gail. I don't really have anything else planned to do. Again, this whole project here was brought about because I bought a book. And now, oh, I know where it is. It's over here. Got a couple canvases that I need to finish too. It was this book here. This was brought about because of Creative Wanderlust by Kasia Avery. And she's got some interesting projects in here. And I just love to hold this book. I just keep going on and on about it. But this book is so pettable. It's like, it feels like leather, but it's not leather. I don't know how to describe it. And then this is some things I've pulled aside to do. But the pages are soft. It's a delightful book. And Anne said there's another book that's made with this same paper, but I don't remember the title. So I'm just going to put that up here like this. And what else? You guys got any other things you want to chit chat about? We can go into chit chat mode. Scott's watching videos, or he'd come in here too, I'm pretty sure. I almost feel like this needs a highlight mark on it. I might do that real quick. Portable projects. I love portable projects too. And I love to make, I'm addicted to these stupid project bags, you guys. Here. Keep in mind, I'm in my PJs. If Stacy can go on with her PJs on, I can go on with my PJs on. And that's another one I hadn't seen because I don't get her anymore, Pink Poodle Crafts. But this was my crocheted project bag. And these are so much fun. Get your base worked up to the size you want. And what I do is at the end, as I'm going around, I always do the connection into the neck, into the first stitch, and then I'll chain one, and then I'll work back into the same stitch. And that way I don't get a hole as I'm increasing, and I can always see where that first stitch is, and you get the spiral effect when you do that. And then what I did is I did like Shannon, and when I got to the edge here, I worked back loops only. And then I just started picking a stitch and I'd go around. And then when I got around, I'd pick another stitch. There's single crochet. And I believe that row of purple is called the coffee bean stitch. And then half doubles, shell stitches. I love shell stitches. And this bag, because it's made out of the cotton, it's my bag I tote around that has my go-to pattern for dishcloths, and then it's got the cotton in it. I don't know if I've got and I always use a J hook, always. In fact, I've been using the J hook, so it's right here. There it is. But when I want to take this with me, like over to my mother-in-law's, I'll just throw this in there with this. And I found this pattern on a blog, and it's just really easy to do. And I've provided a link to it before. Easy Beginner's Crocheted Washcloth Pattern is what it's called, and it makes a square about 6 by 6. So it's really made to be a washcloth, but I use it for dishcloths because I love my cotton dishcloths. and I use them until they're just like falling apart. And I also have made fabric ones. So I'll set that right there. Excuse me. And this is the fabric one I made with the squares I got at the Goodwill bins, you know, where I buy by the pound. There was a bunch of quilt squares in it, and this one was made with quilt squares left over. And I love that there's a bear on the bottom of it. But in this one, I don't remember what's in here, so we're going to peek. And I put beads on the ends of that rope. Oh, this has just got some random acrylic yarn for hats. So I've got a charisma, which is loops and thread. And then I got this weird yarn is in there. Well, maybe this isn't for hats. Maybe this is just play yarn I shoved in here. And then this, I think, is a wool because it's in a hank instead of a ball. This is some thrifted yarn. It came in a package. So this has just got random yarns in it. I don't know how to use this Starbella yarn. Does anybody know how to use Starbella? I guess I'll have to look because see, if you open it, it looks weird. It looks like a spider web. See that? Has anybody used this stuff? Inquiring minds want to know. Yeah, that yellow does look like butter. I don't know how to use this. I think this is to make those real kind of thin accent boho kind of things. Yeah, because the pattern is for a one of them scarf things. So maybe I'll just make one of those. I don't know. This is a the charisma is, I think, a bulky 5. So it would make a chunky hat. I would have to mail that to somebody that lives where it gets like real cold. It doesn't get real cold here. Today was, right now it's 63 degrees here. And I'm sweating. So project bags are another great gift idea. It seems to be every time I turn on the computer now and I open YouTube and I look at my subscriptions, everybody is doing gift ideas. So I don't know, do you guys want me to do some gift ideas or just let everybody else do them? This is what I was going to do is I printed off a couple really fun looking projects from joannes.com. And they're free. Everybody can get them for free. And I was thinking of doing standalone videos of kind of sew-alongs because some of them are sewing projects. Some are some are crochet projects. I got the cutest little amigurumi teddy bear pattern. I'm not sure where it is right now. It's in one of these piles next to me. So tomorrow I think I'm going to do laundry and focus on getting everything cleaned up. You would like some sew along and crochet alongs? I can do that. I can do that. So I guess that's all I'm going to share with you guys. You've never used that weird Starbella? Yes, but for knitting. See, I can knit, but I don't find it as enjoyable as crochet. I just don't. Now, my sister-in-law, she doesn't like the way crocheted pieces feel to her. I like the rustic feel of crochet over knit myself. And I figure everybody needs to do, what they're comfortable with and what makes them happy. Life is too short to do things just because you want to learn it. If you're not getting any enjoyment out of it, why are you doing it? you know. All right, I guess I'll let you go. And you do both. Michelle says she does both. Yes, I agree. Crochet is much faster. And you don't have to concentrate and, you know, get more wrinkles up here in your head than you need. All right. I'm going to let you guys go. I hope you have a wonderful weekend. If you're traveling anywhere, please be safe. Scott is taking Monday off to take me to the eye doctors, and he's got vacation time, so he's going to take Friday off as well. So, and he'll have Thursday off for the holiday. So he only has to work 2 days next week. So, woohoo! Y'all have a good night. Take care.